I'm willing to bet you 75% of Black America would fight with the oppressor. Who wants to bet me? I said if a race war broke out in America today, if a race war broke out in America today and a white man said, which of you black people want to come and fight with us against your own people? How much you want to bet 75% of you Negroes would fight with the whites? How much you want to bet? I done studied you Negroes. I know you. The whole Teppers too. They be fighting too with their ankhs on their neck. Fighting with the white man with an ankh on their neck. It'll be Moors over there. Some Moors will be fighting with them. Some Hebrews will be fighting with them. I'm glad our daughters ain't on Prozac for depression. I'm glad. But the reason we can't find out that our daughters are suffering in silence. Why am I focused on black people? Because I'm black. That was the dumbest question I was ever asked. That was the dumbest question. Somebody just asked me, why am I focusing on black folks? And I bet you that was a black person who asked me that dumbass question. You see how sick we are? I ain't never see nobody ask the Jews why they focused on the Jews. I ain't never see nobody ask the Russian why they focused on the Russian. I ain't never see nobody ask the Anglo-Saxon why they focused on the British. I ain't never see nobody ask the Chinese why you focused on the Chinese. Ain't nobody ever been to Chinatown and asked a single Chinese merchant, why is your store's sign written in Chinese? Do you know most people in this city cannot speak Chinese? Did y'all ever ask them that? Hell no, because he don't give a damn. He is Chinese. That's what God made him. That's what he gonna be, and he ain't trying to be somebody else. That's y'all damn problem. Y'all so in love with trying not to be you. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There is no black privilege in America. There's a black gay male privilege. Now, if you're a black gay male, then there's a certain privilege because the white man doesn't feel threatened by gay black men. So if you're a gay black male, you have a gay black male privilege. Just like if you're a lesbian female, you can have a black lesbian privilege, but it's not a racial privilege. Okay? It's a sexual identity privilege. See, white supremacy has manipulated black America so much now. And it's our fault because of our self-hate. We don't want to be black. Most of us don't want to be black. Let's just be honest. We don't. We do not want to be. We hate ourselves. We hate ourselves. Okay? But they manipulated us so much, you see, that we don't want to fight to resurrect blackness. We just want to fight to be accepted by white folks. And I got some bad news for y'all Negroes. I got some bad news, and I shouldn't have to tell you this because we've been here 400 years. As oppressed people, we were here longer than that. As free people, but as oppressed people for centuries. And y'all don't want to hear this, but the truth of the matter is integration will never happen. I know you don't want to hear that because you love white folks. I know you don't want me to hear that. I know you don't want to hear it. It's not going to happen. Integration ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. It would be racial suicide for them. They cannot do that. Are you crazy? You cannot yet let genetically dominant people, that's Africans, we are the genetically dominant species. You cannot let a genetically dominant species run wild against a genetically inferior species. You can't do that unless you want to wipe out the genetically recessive gene. So they can't integrate with you. It doesn't make sense for them. So it's not going to happen. And see, you're the only people who want to be integrated. Nobody trying to integrate, but you. Name me a people in America. Name me a culture that's trying to integrate with white folks. Name me one. Chinese, Koreans got their own thing. Arabs got their own thing. East Indians got their own thing. Japanese got their own thing. Native Americans on the reservation. You the only people in the country trying to integrate with white folks. It's not going to happen. You've been doing it for 400 years. It ain't going to work. And you know what's so sad? The only reason why you want integration, is because you don't want to look at other black folks. You're trying to disappear. You want to disappear amongst whiteness. You want to disappear amongst whiteness. See, when a black person says, I don't see color, do you know what you're really saying? What you're really saying is, I don't want nobody to see me. See, when you say you love all people, see, that's coded language. We speak in codes too. When you say, I love everybody, not just black folks, what you're really saying is, I love anybody except black folks. This is what you really say. I love anybody except black folks. Yes. Yes. If a war began today between revolutionary-inspired blacks and white folks, hypothetically, right? Because we can't win a war, not in this condition. I'm willing to bet you 75% of black America would fight with the oppressor. Who wants to bet me? I said if a race war broke out in America today, and the white man said, which of you black people want to come and fight with us against your own people? How much you want to bet 75% of you Negroes would fight with the whites? How much you want to bet? I done studied you Negroes. I know you. The whole Teppers too. They be fighting too with their ankhs on their neck. Fighting with the white man with an ankh on their neck. It'll be Moors over there. Some Moors will be fighting with them. Some Hebrews will be fighting with them. Some so-called Pan-Africanists will be fighting. Oh, yeah. He knows you. You can't fool the white man. He knows all you want is to be accepted. That's it. You ain't got no goals for your community. You just want to be accepted by your oppressor. You are sick.
Saying racist stuff about right.
All on TV.
He don't care. Shaq don't care. The biggest thing in America, he's a but again, there will be more Shaqs. There will be more Candaces. There will be more Charles. There will be more Stephen A's. You're going to get more Judge Clarence Thomases who said he don't know what the word diversity means. You're going to get more of them because the community